Welcome to the Rig and Farm YouTube channel. In this video, we'll show you how we planted grass seed on our property, upgraded the pig's watering system, and we'll update you on the status of our tractor. We've spent a lot of time clearing this area, and it's time to add some greenery. In a recent vlog, we showed you how we spread lime and tilled it into our soil to raise the pH in order to grow healthy grass. This kind of work is pretty easy on flat land. If you saw our last vlog, you'll know how well it goes on sloped land. After a day of rain, the majority of the lime dissolved into the soil, so now we're ready to spread some seed. We got 3 kinds of seed for the 2 sections where we planted grass this day. This landscaper mix has fescue, annual and perennial ryegrass, and Kentucky bluegrass. It's intended to establish quickly. We'll be using this along with a fescue blend in the front portion of our property. We bought a small broadcast spreader that holds 50 pounds of seed at a time. It's pretty cheap. The handle bends in an awkward way when you push it, so we had to pull it to make it work. Normally it's best to plant grass seed in the spring or fall, but we're expecting weather in the 50s, 60s, and 70s all this week with rain on most days. It's important to water your lawn every day while establishing new grass, and Mother Nature is going to help us with that. We'll probably get some freezing temperatures for a few hours in the early morning about a week after we plant the grass seed, so make sure you subscribe if you don't already to see what kind of growth we get despite that cold weather. The area behind our front fence will also get the 2 seed blends, but we're going to also add this forage blend that contains fescue, ryegrass, orchard grass, and 2 types of clover. The forage blend will be concentrated around the chicken area because once the pasture is established, we'll fence in a little over half an acre to expand the birds and bunnies area. The instructions on the bag say to rake the soil over the seed, so we did that for about a quarter of the area to see if it really makes a difference. The soil was recently tilled, so there are lots of nooks and crannies for the seed to fall into. We'll know in a week or two if that really did help. As we mentioned earlier, spreading lime on a hill is not a good idea. Our tractor was damaged and needs repair. While waiting for the guy to pick up the tractor, we put it to use one last time by bringing our 275-gallon IBC tote from the garden to the pig area. We bought this specifically for the pigs, but we needed water in our garden before we got our well drilled. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you know all about that situation. After setting the water tote next to the fence, we had to move it by hand into the pig area. It still had some water in it, so it was about 200 pounds or so. This fitting came with our tote, and we added this Y adapter and 3/4 to 1/2 inch adapter to screw in the water nipples. Prosciutto approved of the new system. We're keeping the 40-gallon water barrel with them as well, but this will give them plenty of water without us having to refill it every other day. Pigs drink a lot. They also do weird things to each other. We almost finished fencing in their final paddock when we ran out of polywire. So close! While in the woods, the wildlife was pretty noisy. There were also some cool waterfalls in our creek. We saw some little fish, but the camera didn't cooperate to let you see them. We've been having some escapees lately. Look at those fluffy cheeks. After the 7th time she escaped, we clipped one of her wings. Back she went, just to escape again later in the day. There was some white fur under the rabbit hutch, so that meant Madeline was finally having her babies. Poe's babies are getting big. Take a look. The chickens are laying more, so we're averaging about 10 eggs a day right now. Always bring a basket when collecting, because juggling eggs while trying to open the front door is a very bad idea. At least you can tell it's fresh. We're having our tractor taken to Mason Tractor. So far, everyone we've talked to there has been super friendly and helpful. Much better than the place we've dealt with in the past. The gentleman drove the tractor onto the bed of the truck, strapped it down, and took it to get looked at. The insurance adjuster said that based on the damage I described, it might be a total loss. Once they get it into the shop, they'll determine whether they can repair it or if we'll just have to get a new tractor. We'll let you know in a future video what we find out. We also made a trip to Home Depot for some supplies for some upcoming projects. Make sure you check out our next few vlogs to find out what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time!